Vantage Point is the brand new arc adaptive frame pulse rifle with the season of Revenant. You get this weapon from doing Salvation Onslaught. It comes with the origin trait Dark Ether Reaper. Final blows with this weapon periodically spawn Dark Ether charges. Charges can be detonated early with weapon fire or coming into contact with them. Doing so refills this weapon from reserves. The origin trait for this weapon is fantastic for PvE, not so much for Crucible. And whenever we take a look at the perks, it also leaves a lot to be desired in Crucible. For one, it's an adaptive frame pulse rifle, which means it has a base TTK of 0.93. Most weapons sit at a 0.7, 0.73, somewhere in that range, so 0.93 is really bad. It can get a 0.6 on 4 Resilience or lower Guardians, but you're not really going to see that in the Crucible, so we obviously need more damage. You can get something like Desperado, but that first kill is going to be incredibly difficult to get with a 0.9 TTK. You have to get that final blow as a precision final blow, and then that's just going to take your TTK to a 0.73, so it's not really worth it. You can go something like Swashbuckler. Max Dex Swashbuckler is a 0.53. Headseeker, I don't really like how Headseekers feel on these weapons. I previously reviewed the Vex wannabe No Time to Explain from Season of the Wish, and Headseeker's just not the way to go. Normally on these weapons, I like Golden Tricorn. Golden Tricorn feels fantastic on these weapons, and this just doesn't have that. It doesn't have any good perks in the final column, so for Crucible, this thing's already just a non-starter for me. I will say though, I do enjoy this weapon in PvE because it has access to jolting feedback. Dealing repeated damage with this weapon inflicts jolt, while amplified, jolt applies faster. On this pulse rifle it takes 15 shots, while amplified it takes 11. The only problem is I don't like anything in the first column to really help it. The best one for me personally is going to be Stats for All. That's going to give you that bonus reload speed, but the jolt doesn't really seem to proc the Stats for All, and I could just be getting really unlucky with the jolt tracking to enemies and just not registering. Maybe sometimes it does work. I don't really know. From my testing, it did not work. You also have access to Eddy Current, which can be good, but it increases your reload speed and handling after sprinting or while amplified. So if you're running an amplified build with this and jolting feedback, yeah, that's the better role. But personally, I just like Stats for All. It's pretty easy to proc. It does kind of work against jolting feedback because it's, jolting is one target, Stats for All is a bunch of targets. But yeah, that's the role that I'm going to pick because this weapon has some pretty bad perks. But jolting feedback on it feels really good. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hold out.